Hello. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to SME Collab Clinic, brought to you by Stanbic IBTC Bank. It's now 11:05 a.m. and I believe we can start, and we are good to start now. Good morning, everyone, again. Welcome to Stanbic IBTC SME Collab Clinic. I'm your host, Onyeka Eze, and I work with the brand and marketing team for enterprise banking space. Today is our inaugural SME clinic session, and it is packed with loads of educative and informative lineups just for you and your business, of course. We have on the call guest speakers from Enterprise Development Center, Pan Atlantic University. We have Mr. Jonathan Ikeolumba on the call. Mr. Jonathan, are you here? You can just share your screen, share your video so that people on the call can see you.
All right, good morning. And just to confirm if I'm also loud and audible as well.
Loud and clear. Good morning, Mr. Jonathan. Thank you for
morning.
being with us here today. We also have speakers from Stanbic IBTC Bank. We have Modupe Banjoko on the call. She's team lead digital enablement and merchant solutions. Modupe, hi.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Modupe. Then we also have Virginia Inifi on the call. She's also team lead for enterprise online digital merchants, digital and e-commerce, sorry. Hi, Virginia.
Hi.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning, everybody.
Good morning. And finally, we have Olutsimi Ibrahim on the call as well. He's head digital and e-commerce team. Hi, Timmy.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Thanks for having me.
Hi, good morning. Good morning. We also have head enterprise direct Lagos division on the call, Chris Egonu. Chris, are you on the call with us? Please just say hi to the audience. Yes, we can see you and we can hear you. Glad to have you on the call, Chris. Okay, thank you, everyone. Thank you. Yes, thank you so much. But before we dive right into today's session, I would just like to get a feel from the audience. So don't worry, it's going to be an interactive session. So just tell me your name, your location, and what kind of business you do. You can just type that in the chat section, in the chat box rather. So your name, your location, and the kind of business that you do. Don't worry, it's going to be an interactive session. So there's going to be a lot of asking you questions and all of that. So just type your name, your location, and the kind of business that you do in the chat box. Okay. Hey, hi, can everyone hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we
Okay. Okay. Hi, Modupe from Lagos. Yes, Modupe is a banker. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. That's also the panelist, Modupe. Thank you. Okay, so we can just thank you, everyone. Without further ado, we can just get right into today's session. Times are tough right now. I mean, really, how are you doing? How is your business really? Times are really tough. I mean, today you wake up, it's dollar is 1.8, tomorrow is 1.9. It's almost like the dollar rises by 100 as you sleep and wake up every day. And times are really tough. I mean, it's difficult. I believe this one is touching everybody. I always say to people that this particular one is touching everyone. So, and businesses are not left out, of course. So it's really also a trying time for many businesses. It's really a trying time for many businesses. So our first presentation today is aimed at helping us navigate our business through tough times. Our next speaker is the managing partner of Lord Consulting. He has worked with notable leading international and local brands in improving their business performance and strategies. He's passionate about helping businesses solve their complex and structural problems and has consulted for over 1,000 businesses across the globe. He's a chartered accountant and an IFC master trainer at Enterprise Development Center, Pan-Atlantic University, Faculty of Finance and Strategy. Presenting on strategies for succeeding as an SME in a VUCA environment. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Jonathan Ikeolumba. Thank you, Mr. Jonathan. Please have the floor is yours.
Okay. First of all, I want to thank everyone who has signed up on this call. And just following from what our host Sonika said, I think these are really very trying times, and no better way to describe these times by to use the acronym VUCA. So these are volatile times, uncertain times, complex times, and ambiguous times. So what I would attempt to do is to share with us on strategies that we can use, we can sort of adopt in our respective businesses to be able to succeed. The point is that there will always be opportunities, irrespective of the times that we are in. So I would attempt to share a couple. One of the strategies that we can sort of adopt now is just to be agile and just generally have a flair for embracing change, right? So be quite flexible in the way we look at things. And I'll give you practical examples, right? So for example, you're a baker, perhaps, you are dealing with rising input prices. So maybe the price of flour, the price of sugar is going high. This might be a good time to start looking inwards, start looking at local alternatives, right? Looking inwards to see, can I source these things? Maybe the prices are affected because of the exchange rate. Can I source this locally? Can I trace it back to, the direct producers of some of this input if they do exist around here? This might be good times. Maybe it's even a very good time to look at, can I create alternative, types of, bread or bakery products that might suit, the needs at this kind of time. Maybe look at the pricing that works for different people. Or perhaps you're a local restaurant, you offer food in a local restaurant and there's a lot of competition, maybe from online food vendors or delivery apps, right? So this might be a good time to start saying, do I then offer, online, ordering? Do I work with local partners, local delivery bikes to ensure that I can deliver food if people sign up online, right? So generally just embrace change. Another strategy is really to diversify. I think there's no better time than this kind of moments to look at expanding your offering. So am I a product-based business? Maybe you want to add a service component to your product-based business. Or if I do just one product, can I offer multiple products so that you can spread out the opportunities for you to earn revenue, right? So if I operate my business strictly from an offline perspective, meaning I just have a building where I run my business, maybe it's a good time to start saying, can I now, have an online presence so that complements the way you can sort of earn revenue, right? So you might start thinking around, okay, what is complementary to what I'm currently offering? So if you have a complementary offer, to the current things you serve, it's a good way to sort of diversify and increase the ability to earn, a couple of revenue. Another strategy that I think is very important at this time is to be able to manage risk, right? So the reality is that our businesses, are always exposed to several kinds of risk. Even the idea of even going to business in itself is a risk, right? So this is a good time to start paying attention to those things that could go very wrong in your business and start to plan for them, right? We said that these are uncertain times. So I'll give you a good example. One of the ways you can sort of deal with your risk is to be very structured in terms of your registration. So I think this is a good time for everyone. If you don't have a formal registration with the Corporate Affairs Commission, I think you should go for it. If you've never been one that has registered for taxes, this is the right time, because if you plan for these things, the opportunities are only going to come, right? I know so much that the government and several private stakeholders are also doing some sort of interventions for businesses. You want to be that business that is going to be well prepared when these opportunities come, such that you can grab those opportunities. If you have a business plan, perhaps one way to manage your risk is to go back and look at your business plan. When our host was speaking, she was speaking about, the rising prices we're seeing. So if you've worked out your business operating at a certain price point, maybe this is a good time to go and relook those things, right? So look through, who are the partners that I work with? If you look through some of your partners, are they affected by what is going? Can you expand the number of partners that you work with? Can you collaborate with people if you want to purchase things? So start paying attention to your risk, start planning yourself to be able to harness opportunities when these opportunities come. Another strategy that I think will be very helpful in this kind of times is to really embrace technology in every form, and by extension, become very innovative. I'll start a bit with technology. So a very good way to sort of embracing technology, I think all of us should do on this call, is to start looking at our data. So if you've never been one that makes decisions harnessing data, this should be a very good time. And there's very simple ways about it. So for example, simple data like, how many purchases do I make in a day? How many sales do I make in a day? Who are my top customers, right? Who are the top people who purchase items from me or I purchase from, and start to use that as a basis to make decisions in your business. Social media is also another powerful way for you to embrace technology. Right now, you're offering your products offline, right? So this might be a good time to expand the way people can sort of gain access to your business by leveraging on social media. I'll give you a good example. So a farmer now can use his data now to be able to optimize, what are the yields that he gets from the crops that he's planting in his farm, right? A grocery store that operates in a rural area can say, okay, can I use mobile money, right, to be able to, create access and opportunities for customers who don't have bank accounts to sort of bank with me or to sort of, purchase items for me? Can I do home deliveries, right? So there are various opportunities that technology can provide for us. And the broad thinking around technology is that we become innovative. You start thinking about ways that you can solve problems and how you can sort of pull yourself together to be able to cope in these sort of tough times that we're currently in. And the more you embrace these sort of things, it opens up, opportunities for you. The final strategy that I want to share with you that is really very apt in this kind of times is to invest in capacity building. And when I mean capacity building, invest in just upskilling yourself as a business owner. This is the time to deep dive and look into knowledge that you've never wasted about, right? So learn more, because the truth is that the more you know, that's the more you can be able to deliver value and create value in your businesses. No business can, do better than how much it knows or how much the founders of those business knows. So this is a good time to start asking yourself, oh, what are my competitors doing? What are businesses like mine doing, outside of the shows? What have businesses done in similar situations? So invest in knowledge, sign up for programs like this you're currently having, and just pay attention to people who provide knowledge, right? So follow organizations like Stanbic IBTC that will continue to share capacity building programs like this, and just generally sign up for those things. So perhaps maybe you run a tech company, it might be a very good time for you to start, investing in upskilling programs, right? So you stay relevant in this sort of changing times. Or maybe you're such that maybe you offer a service, that is essentially very mechanistic in nature. This might be a good time to start saying, okay, can I offer an apprenticeship program? Can I work with other local technical schools to be able to train more people? The fact is that if you continue to invest in capacity building in this kind of times, it's really going to position you for greater things. So I've just sort of shared about 5 strategies that I think you can sort of, leverage. And I'll just recap them again. I said, that you should invest in people and capacity building. I've said that you should also invest in being creative and also being very innovative and embracing technology. I've said this is a very good time for you to think about your risk and plan for uncertainty as much as you can. I've also said that these are very good times for you to be agile and to be very flexible, right? So in essence, what I would say is that these strategies I've shared with you should be able to help you to be able to deal with the complexities, right? The volatility that we're seeing. And by adhering and adopting some of these strategies, I think that you'll be well positioned to take advantage of all the opportunities. Just remember that continuous learning and adapting to situations is actually a hallmark of an entrepreneur. So I'm just wishing you all the best, as you stay resilient in these times, right? Tough times might happen, right? But they don't last, but tough people would surely last in business. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jonathan. Thank you. Indeed, tough times may last, but tough times don't last, but tough people definitely do last. One thing that really did speak to me was that we should be prepared at all times. As a business, if we want to keep moving forward, we need to be prepared. We don't have to wait until we hear that a certain intervention fund is now available for us to use. And then we now start to, gather our papers and gather our things. By the time you're gathering everything together, probably that opportunity has passed. So as businesses, we need to stay on top of our game. We need to ensure that our documents are in order. And most of these intervention funds, you get them through the bank. So you're a business, you don't have a business account. I mean, those are the things that as businesses, we should learn to really prepare for those kind of opportunities so that we don't miss out on opportunities. Thank you so much, Mr. Jonathan. We just have a space for maybe 1 or 2 questions from the audience. If you have any question for Mr. Jonathan, before we move right on to the next speaker, you can just type your questions in the chat room if you have questions, or you can signify by raising your hand. I can see that 2 hands are raised, but I'm not quite sure who they are. Okay, yes, Lawan and Johnson Genesis. Okay, so I will just give you the opportunity to talk so that you can go ahead and ask Mr. Jonathan your questions. Please, sorry, please hold on. Okay. So Mr. Lawan Mustafa, you can go ahead and ask your question. Hello, Mr. Mustafa, are you there? Your hand is up. Do you want to speak? Okay, moving on to Precious. Hi, Precious, can you hear? Do you want to speak now?
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
hearing
go
you.
ahead.
Good morning.
Okay. Good
And
morning.
thank you, Mr. Jonathan, for that beautiful presentation. I just want to find out, in case I want to have maybe a one-on-one with the business consultants, because of different businesses have their own different challenges. So I have some concerns that I would like to have a private kind of conversation with Mr. Jonathan. I'm just wondering if that's possible, and yeah, if that's possible, actually.
Okay, that's for you then. I think not a problem. I mean,
Thank you so much, Precious. For any further information, you can always send an email to smecollab@stanbicibtc.com. That is outside of this, so that we can take it up from there. So just send an email to smecollab@stanbicibtc.com.
Let me just write it down.
Yes, that's
Of course, yeah,
SMECOLLAB at
we would like
Stanbic.
to have emails that someone can respond to, because we are in
Yes,
Nigeria. One
definitely,
day you
it's responsive.
can receive 1 million emails. I will not respond to it.
No,
SME
that's SME
Stanbic.
Collab. Yes, that's SME. Someone will drop that in the chat as well. That's SMECOLLAB at stanbicibtc.com.
Okay. All
Okay.
right.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much,
much.
Precious.
All right.
Yes.
Well, thank you.
Okay. Yes. So I think we just take one more question and then we move on to our next speaker. So I think so the person I wanted to, let me see. Hello, I'm seeing 861-466-43915. Do you want to go ahead and ask your question? Okay. So I'll just go to the chat. There's a question there. Can we get all these presentations through our email? Okay, so we will, first of all, this clinic is live streamed on YouTube, so you can always go back to rewatch the stream, and we will also share the link to the live stream as well via email to all the participants. So yes, you will get the presentations even in the video format sent to your emails after this session. Thank you. Thank you. Don't worry, we also have a session for Q&A at the end of all the presentations. So if you have your questions, you can always ask them at that allotted time so that we don't impede on other people's time for their presentations. We will just go on to the next speaker. Thank you so much, Mr. Jonathan. Thank you. Okay, here to take us through a brief overview of Stanbic IBTC Bank and the SME space. Please welcome Chris Egonu. He's the cluster head of Lagos Enterprise Banking, Stanbic IBTC. Chris, you have the floor.
Okay.
Hi, Chris. The audio is a bit muffled, so we can't really hear you. Is it better now? Okay, I think it's better, but we're hearing just a bit of background noise along with it.
So we heard about strategies, and at the same time,
Sorry, Chris, we can't really hear you. Hello?
really,
Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Do you want to try without the earpiece? Maybe.
Hello, you can.
Okay, no. Okay, yes, this is better.
Better now.
Yes. We just need you to be a bit louder because it's quite low.
Okay, so I say we've heard about strategies shared by Jonathan, and there is no better time to find a partner in a bank that can help you navigate through the challenging time that we are in. And I can assure you that that partner is Stanbic IBTC. So I'll be sharing tips on about Stanbic IBTC, how we are configured, and our focus on SME as well, for those who don't know. Also, Stanbic is a member of Standard Bank Group. That's the biggest bank in Africa by profits, by assets, and by Tier 1 capital. Stanbic was initially incorporated in 1989 as a merchant bank, and the name then was Investment Bank and Trust Company. So for those wondering what IBTC means, that's where the name is coming from, Investment Bank and Trust Company. And we have been operating for the past 35 years. Currently, we are structured as a holding company with about 10 subsidiaries. And we have in these subsidiaries, we have Stanbic IBTC Asset Management, we have Stanbic IBTC Capital, we have Stanbic IBTC Bank, we have Stanbic IBTC Insurance Brokers, we have Stanbic IBTC Insurance, we have Stanbic IBTC Pensions. In fact, this is the one that a lot of people get to know a lot. Once you mention Stanbic IBTC, they ask you, is it the pension? So we have stockbrokers, Stanbic IBTC stockbrokers, we have Stanbic IBTC Trustees, we have Zest Payment Limited. That is our newest baby. That's our payment platform. We have Stanbic IBTC Nominees. So, I mean, with this, Stanbic IBTC is a one-stop shop financial house where you can walk in and get all your financial issues resolved. We are across every state of the Federation, including FCT Abuja. So coming down to SMEs, different people define SMEs with different parameters, but for the purpose of this engagement, I think we have to go with that put forward by the Nigeria Bureau of Statistics, which defines SME as a business with less than 250 employees and annual turnover of 500 million and below. I mean, in Nigeria, we further divide SME into micro, small, and medium enterprises. For Stanbic, our key focus, really, we have a lot of focus around SME business because we understand and believe that is actually the key driver of this economy. For the fact that we have about 84% of the population employed under SME. And we also come to know that SME contribute about 48% to the Nigerian GDP. These figures are verifiable as given by Nigeria Bureau of Statistics. So to further validate, our focus and as a testament to our drive to grow SME in Nigeria, just last year, I mean, we won key recognitions. You can call it an award from International Finance Awards. We won the best SME bank in Nigeria. We also won the best trade bank in Nigeria. And to top it up, we also came first in the annual KPMG Customer Experience Survey in SME. These things don't come easy. You would have, put in your best to be able to achieve this recognition by international organizations. So that is the extent to which we have focus on SME. So SME face a lot of challenges, as highlighted by the earlier speaker. We can continue to mention them: limited access to funding, high interest rates, collateral requirements, access to markets, high operational costs as a result of poor infrastructure in Nigeria, inadequate power supply, transport and distribution issues, high and multiple tax. I mean, somebody come, extort money from you before you know it, another person comes, pay for this, pay for that. So those are multiple tax that SMEs pay, and most of them are not even received. So we have insecurity, inadequate market information, escalating exchange rates. That is the one we are dealing with right now. Every day here the rate has gone up. Unstable policies. Just yesterday, I mean, the interest rate has been increased by 400 basis points on top of all the issues that we have currently in the country. So these are issues that SMEs face on a daily basis. But then that is why we're having these conversations. That's why Stanbic IBTC Bank has carefully, designed their SME business to be able to support businesses navigate through this challenging period, through this challenging time. So in Stanbic, the SME business is called enterprise banking. So that is the segment that takes care of the micro, small, and medium enterprises. And how are we configured? We operate in two forms, basically. So we have professional specialists seated in our various locations across every branch of Stanbic IBTC in the country, including Abuja. Then we also have set of professionals who also engage customers via phone and emails. We are also available for visits, to engage customers in their location and settings for ourselves. And we work with sectors. So these specialists also work with another set of professionals who understand different sectors of the economy. So we have different desks in Stanbic. We have agriculture desk, we have energy and infrastructure, we have Africa, China, because we know that there's a lot of business going on between Africa and China. So we have a desk who understands that business. We even speak Chinese, in situation where we're having language difficulty. We have health sector group, we have distributor and finance team for the distributors who work with the large corporates. We have the public sector, we have vehicle and asset finance team. In case you want to buy a vehicle and asset, we have specialists in that field. We have trade finance. I mean, Nigeria is basically a trade company. So entity. So we have trade team who understand the dynamics of different kind of trades. So, I mean, to this extent, Stanbic is a place where you can walk in as far as an SME business is concerned, and you get served in every area that you can think of. So I think the next is for us to be able to share the products or how we're able to do this. And my colleague will be coming up to do justice to that. Thank you, Onyeka, and thank you for listening. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Chris. Stanbic IBTC is your one-stop financial service solutions provider. We have pensions, insurance. In fact, everything you need for your business is right with Stanbic IBTC. So there's no need for you to go anywhere. We are here for you. We're here to partner with you. Thank you so much, Chris. Our next speaker. Okay, so before I go right into our next speaker, Chris, can you just give us one word for SMEs in Nigeria? Hi, Chris, are you there?
One word for SMEs in Nigeria.
Yes.
Opportunities. Despite all those.
I love it.
So, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Opportunities, and Stanbic IBTC is here to help you grab those opportunities and not miss out on any of it when it comes to your business. Thank you so much, Chris. Our next speaker is Modupe Banjoko. She's the team lead digital and enablement Stanbic IBTC Bank. She'll be giving us in-depth knowledge about the products and services available for you at Stanbic IBTC Bank. Mr. Jonathan took us through strategies for succeeding in business in a VUCA environment. Now tell us, Modupe, where does Stanbic IBTC Bank come in all of this? You have the floor.
Thank you, Onyeka, and thanks to everyone on the call. Excuse me. I mean, I think we closed yesterday a bit gloomy when we heard the interest rates, increase, and a lot of our customers, and I'm sure a lot of everyone on this call is probably wondering, what does that mean But I think just like our earlier colleagues have mentioned, we want to partner for growth. This is an organization that has weathered over 160 years in business. So we've seen it all, recession over time, and time has happened. And as a trusted partner, I can assure you that we have the expertise, we have the solution, and we keep raising the bar in terms of innovation and those solutions to see how we can partner with our clients. I think one of the someone earlier had asked, I have intricate issues in my business. How do I address that? And this is that bank. I think in terms of offering, for me, I just want to kind of just position some of those solutions. Gone are those days where we sell products. Right now, we sell solutions. We have some solutions that can help us today, because what does this mean really for today's customer? When we look at everything that is going on, it means that not only do you want a trusted partner, but you're looking at how we can keep, cost of banking relatively cheap and minimal. I mean, if we look at what, Jonathan had earlier mentioned. So I would highlight some key solutions that I want to emphasize on, because I know everyone here would school, even me today, around some of the things that we have when it comes to loan offering. But like Jonathan earlier mentioned, some of these things, actually most of them, we can't get today if your business is not registered, because there are different requirements, regulatory requirements, and things that need to be in place before you can enjoy some of these facilities as we have them in the organization today. Overdraft, local purchase order, invoice discounting, BGs for our distributors. But I want to also just take time and talk about some of our unsecured lending. We're talking about, SMEs. We're talking about our mom and pop shops. We're talking about businesses that are aspiring to remain going concern, of tomorrow. And I think for me, we know when it comes to collateral, not a lot of us have those things. Please raise your hands if, those things come easily available. I don't think so. And I think one of the things we've done is to understand the market. So today we have products, we have solutions that don't require collateral. All you need to do is transact on your accounts, and those solutions become available to you by offering you, those loan access. So Easy Cash, our SME Lite, solutions today that I want to, tell us about. I mean, when we look at what it is that we're at the end of the day offering, it's the financial and the non-financial. And I think we've talked a little bit. I mean, we started off on that non-financial around the areas of capacity building. Those are ways that we can empower audiences on the call today. There's need to diversify your business. And how do you know which areas? What are those bust things that you need to do? How do you know to put structures in your businesses so that your businesses can remain going concern? So by way of capacity building, mentorship, those one-on-one engagements, which today we actually offer. We have digital trainings, both physical and digital trainings. And sometimes after those trainings, for customers who complete the assessment end to end, they are then selected for one-on-one mentorship. So these are things and ways that Stanbic IBTC has positioned itself to partner for growth with our clients and our customers today. And I would endeavor that you take advantage of that. We usually do this call to market via our social media platform, via our web page, and just like we're doing today with the SME Collab. So when they come out, please, I want to implore that, we latch on them. Also talking, I think Chris had already talked about the various desks that we have around subject matter experts. So again, we're that organization where, we have trained personnel. All they eat and breathe are those areas, key areas of their expertise. So when they're talking agri business, you have somebody who is not just telling you from the textbook. This is somebody who is, even though they're bankers, they're seasoned experts in those areas such that they can have those quality engagements and guide you and hold your hand, most especially in terms of, achieving your business goals in these areas. I just want to take a bit of time to just talk about the local and international trade. I mean, when we look at, what all our ladies and gents are going on, on right now in the call. Most of us, I want to assume that, if we're not manufacturing, we're not creating something, we're importing. And I think that's where we now start to, how do we partner, how do we support, clients like yourself in these areas? We have our OTT telegraphic transfers, where we can help in terms of making payments. We have our LCs and our bills for collections, which are also trade options. But I just want to take a little bit of time to just talk about the Naira IFF. So that's the Naira Import Finance Facility. So for clients like yourself that import goods, into the country, especially now that, the price of dollar is volatile. This is where the bank can support you and give you facility in Naira to be able to source for FX to close these deals. Of course, this trade is usually, done on the back of an LC, because we're then able to trace your goods and, help and provide that support. So I think for us customers, who are trading, and then, looking at how do I bring my cuts in? How am I able to manage my cost in the bank today? Let's engage. The email address will be provided if it's not already provided, and we'll have seasoned experts to tell you how you can access this facility. The last bit I want to talk about, which is very, very dear to my heart, is the Blue Blossom. As a Blue Blossom champion, this is our solution catered to women in business. I know the men will say, is it only the women that waka come? But gents, right now, it's us that waka come. The Blue Blossom is catered and is a tailor-made solution for women in business. And what does it do? I mean, it's everything we've said today, and as I'm showing, are things, are offerings that Blue Blossom women can enjoy. But I think we just put emphasis because we want to promote women in business. We're women champion. And to do that, we've given concessions. So for whatever solution that you're using, be your transacting of a product solution, we've given concessions around comms where you don't pay comms fee at all for Blue Blossom accounts. Even in terms of loans offerings, we've also given concessions around that. There's a lot of emphasis around capacity building, creating access, networking access to market, also for women as well. So I want to implore us, if it's a women registered, at least the woman should own at minimum 50% of the business. If you fall under this criteria, then you're eligible for our Blue Blossom offering. It's March, and we know what happens around March. There's going to be a lot of, events around that. So I just want to implore us, to subscribe for that if we haven't. And again, there'll be the email dropped in the group chat if you want more information. Onyeka, I think I'll hand over to you from here. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Modupe. Indeed, Stanbic IBTC. Apologies, I mean, just sorry, I was trying to put on my video. Thank you so much, Modupe. Indeed, Stanbic IBTC is here to hold your hands through tough times to keep your business moving forward. Remember, at Stanbic IBTC, we have tailored loan offerings to suit your business needs. For inquiries or more information, you can send an email to SME Collab at stanbicibtc.com. That is SMECOLLAB at stanbicibtc.com. Or you can call 0700-333-3333. That's 0700 3 3s and 4 3s. Thank you so much, Modupe. So I'll just go to the chat to see if there are questions for Modupe. I can see a few hands raised. Some are old hands, so I can't really tell if this is a new hand. I can see Mr. Mustafa's hand is still up, as well as 861 and Precious. Okay, let me just ask Mr. Mustafa. Mr. Mustafa, are you here with us now? Do you want to ask your question? Okay. Hi, Precious. Are you here? Is this an old hand?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's an old hand. But
Okay. Okay.
everything I want to ask is still going to be basis of sending an email because I want a tailored made kind of information to fit in what I want, and I'm ready to maybe partner because I see that there are lots in Stanbic IBTC, and we are ready for change. I'm sure every person that is in business right now is ready for a change, but you see, it's a person. Everybody has their own tailored issues. So I think if we can just be able to get the audience we need after the meeting to be able to take us to the next level of information and moving forward there.
Okay. Thank you, thank you, Precious. I think we have one question in the chat room, so I'll just go ahead and ask the question to Modupe. Ayomide is asking, what documents do I need to open account for a business name? Hi, Modupe, are you there?
Yes, I am. If by the time I get through to the answer, Onyeka will probably would want to cut me off the call. So I think it's best that Ayomide shares their details, and one of our seasoned bankers would call, engage, and then provide guidance on how to achieve starting a banking relationship with Stanbic IBTC. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Modupe. So I'll just take one more question before we move on to the next speaker. I see if he is your hand is raised, so you can go ahead and ask your question. Hello. Okay. I don't think, I think if he is in the same category as Mustafa. So I'll just move on to Ibrahim. Hello, Ibrahim.
I didn't unmute you.
Hello, are you there?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
You
Good
can go ahead and
afternoon.
ask your question. Good afternoon. We can hear you.
Okay. I have actually sent a chat to
Okay.
Jonathan Ikolumba. Actually, I had everything he said about leveraging on the correct things that are happening. And then I want to know if really an entrepreneur or a business, SME business that is in Nigeria, where there is no lights presently, there is no diesel, the cost of diesel is so high. How do we actually leverage on that as an entrepreneur? That's my question,
Thank you,
Jonathan.
Okay. Thank you so much, Ify. I don't know, Mr. Jonathan, do you want to respond to the question, or should we keep it for later and then come back to it?
Yeah, so that it doesn't disrupt the flow. I mean, we are here till when everyone is done, so that we don't disrupt the flow.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Jonathan. Thank you, Ify. We will respond to your question at the Q&A session allotted for the time, since we're already on Modupe's time, and so we will just move on to the next presentation. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you.
Yeah. You'll agree with me that just like our attendee just raised the question about times changing. So yes, times are really changing. I mean, there are so many things as well that besides the issue of the economy, we also have the digital aspect. We also have the digital age. We are currently now in the digital age, and businesses are not left out. So some of these things, technology can help us at the end of the day. So Modupe took us through a little bit about Stanbic IBTC and the digital offerings that are available for us at Stanbic IBTC. I mean, we have so many things for your business, but here to give us an in-depth knowledge about the enterprise online platform, we have Virginia Inifi. She's the lead product enterprise online digital and e-commerce Stanbic IBTC. Virginia, please take it away. Thank you.
Hello, good morning, everyone. Trust our day has been going great. I am Virginia Inifie, and I'm here to talk us through on a very special platform designed with you in mind, designed to give the best when it comes to payments to your businesses, for your businesses. It's one of the platforms that we offer here, that we offer to our business customers here in Stanbic IBTC. Well, in as much as we all love credit alerts, there's also need to, have to do some debits here and there, make transfers to accounts, be it in Stanbic IBTC or in other banks. I'm here to take us through on the enterprise online platform, which is meant for businesses. So as long as you have a business account, if you're in the public sector, agri sector, oil and gas, or if you sell hairs, if you're just a trader, if you're an entrepreneur, if you sell foodstuff, if you're a trader, this platform is for you. To make your transfers, to have easy access to your account at any point in time. We at Stanbic IBTC listen to all your feedback, we act on them, and then we give you a platform that would help to grow your business. So Enterprise Online Platform is one of such platforms. It's a platform that you can use to view your account statements, your account balance, get real-time information on your account, on the debits, on credits in your accounts. You can download statements at any point in time, be it in PDF, CSV, or Excel. You can also print receipts for the payments that you've made on the platform. It allows you to make payments and transfers seamlessly. It's really easy to use. It was just revamped in July. The interface is better. It affords you the opportunity to make single and bulk transfers. So if you're making payments to just one beneficiary, or if you're paying as much as 1,000 beneficiaries or 5,000 beneficiaries all at once, then this is the platform for you. If you need to make salary payments, if you need to pay vendors, this is the payment platform for you. So it also affords you the opportunity to for easy reconciliation. So if you want to the debits to be in single or a lump sum, or if you want the debits to be and to see, you're going to be able to see the individual entries in the accounts, then this platform is for you. So on the platform, you can increase your limits to as high as 1.5 billion, make transfers in billions, in millions, depending on your need. The NIP transfers still stand. So our transfers go via NIP instant transfers. And then if there's a need to increase your limits, then we're here to increase your limits by just you signing the indemnity form for your limit increase. So there is the bulk upload. All you need to do is to sign up. If you're not yet on the platform, is to sign up and then get the file downloaded from the platform. So once you sign into the platform, and then go to transfers, there is a file format for you to download, put in your beneficiary details. Once you do that and then upload onto the platform, then your beneficiaries get credited instantly. There's also the payroll solution where you can make tax remittances, pension remittances, all on the same platform without having to go through too much hassle. And then also the SME mobile app was just deployed. It's right on the current Stanbic IBTC super app. So all you need to do is to go to Play Store or App Store and download the Stanbic IBTC mobile app. You sign in with your SME login details to be able to access the mobile app. So this was launched with you in mind, and be rest assured that there are other features of the platform that we are bringing in on the platform. So we are going to have the bills payment soon. We're going to have remitter payments soon on the platform. International transfers, you should be able to make international transfers soon on the platform. On the platform as well, there's also an opportunity for you to add as many beneficiaries as possible, delete those that you do not want on your list again. You also have the opportunity to do a password self-reset on it. So just to point out, so this platform is for single signatories. So if it's just a one-man business, it's just you making this payment, that option is available on the platform. So you start and end your transfers on your own. So you do this, you're an initiator, you're an approver, or even your company or in your corporate, you have lots of initiators and lots of approvers. This platform gives you that opportunity to have as many initiators and as many approvers and reviewers as possible. Limits can be set for different users on the platform. These users as well can also have access to different accounts. If you do not want some users to have access to some accounts, that's also possible on the platform. Payments are easy. And then we're also here, we're also available to handhold you all through. If you require trainings, if you require sessions, if you require sessions on how to use the platform, we are ever available. This is our email address. We would also drop the email address that you can use in reaching us. We'll answer all of your questions. And if you need to get onboarded on the platform, you can reach us via this email address. If you do not know who your relationship manager is, you can reach us via this email address or call this number on my screen. I believe we all can see my screen, or call the number displayed on my screen. And we're ever ready to assist you, walk you through, guide you through the process of getting onboarded on the platform, the process of using the platform, questions that you may have as pertaining to the question. We love feedback. We look forward to feedback at all times because it helps us to grow as a bank. It helps us to grow as a unit, helps us to grow. Thank you so much. And then if you have any questions, please do let me know. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Virginia. Thank you for a wonderful presentation. Remember, for more information, you can send an email to smecollab@stanbicibtc.com. That is SMECOLLAB@stanbicibtc.com. You can also call 0700-333-3333. That's 0700 3 3s and 4 3s. So we'll just take one or two questions specifically for Virginia. If you have a question, you can just type it in the chat box and then I'll read it out. So I'm seeing a question for Virginia. Please hold on. I'm just trying to get my system. From Michael. He's asking, can one person be a final authorizer on an account and a first level authorizer on another account, both accounts belonging to, please hold on, belonging to the same corporate? Virginia, please, can you answer the question?
Yes, please. This is possible on the platform. So we work in line with your mandate. So as long as what you filled on the form is what you're requesting for, yes, then it would be done for you. So you can have different approval mandates for the different accounts. And yes, you can see all of your accounts on the same platform at Igu. Yes, you can. It's possible.
Okay, I was just going to go to that question because that question was from SB. The person was asking, can you bring different company accounts under the platform? Different companies this time.
For different companies, no, we can't. So if okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Go on.
Okay, so for now,
sorry, SB is simplifying this question. It's saying, for example, our group is made up of 3 companies with 3 different Stanbic IBTC accounts.
So if the corporates are not under the same customer buckets, then for now, it's not possible on the platform. However, it's something that we are looking to implement to include subsidiaries under one customer profile. But for now, as long as all of your accounts are under the same customer ID or the same customer bucket, then yes, it's possible to view all of your accounts at once. But be rest assured that the future whereby if you have different company profiles, different subsidiaries accounts, that would be on the platform soon. You'll be able to access all of it at a go.
Okay, we'll just take one more question from the chat room. We have Joshua. Joshua is asking, please, I'm just seeing the app for the first time. Can I sign up with any information?
So there are particular details that are needed to sign up on the platform. So we'll drop the email that you can send an email to, email address that you can send it to, and then we'll send you the form. So all you need to provide would be your account number, your phone number, the limit you want on your account, your email address, name, and it's really easy to use. Okay, so yes, the email address is there. So just send us an email. We'll send you the onboarding form. Once you fill that, send back to us and we'll get you onboarded on the platform ready to use. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Virginia. Remember, you can always send an email to smecollab@stanbicibtc.com. That's SMECOLLAB@stanbicibtc.com. Or you can call us on 0700 333 3333. That's 0700 333 3333. That's a total of 7 3s. Thank you so much, Virginia. Thank you so much. So our final presentation today will be on other payment options available for your business. You know, the saying goes, the more the merrier. So the more the merrier also applies in business as well. And, you know, this our tagline for 2024 is no grief for anybody. So even our customers, we're not going to agree. I mean, our prospects as well. You cannot tell me, oh, sorry, I forgot my POS. No, without your POS, I can still collect your money. We're not going to let you go this time around because Stanbic IBTC has provided every payment option for you, so there's no excuse. So our final presentation today is from Olutsimi Ibrahim. He is the head digital and e-commerce Stanbic IBTC, and he's here to take us through other payment options available for your business. Simi, you can take it away. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Oyeka, and thanks for having me here. So for every speaker that have spoken today, they've specifically spoken to the SME. And we in Stanbic IBTC Bank, we have bouquet of products that caters for our customers. And just like Modupe mentioned, every solution or everything that we do in Stanbic IBTC Bank, we have the customer in mind. And so one of the collection tools or the collection channels that we have in Stanbic IBTC is actually the POS, the point of sale. But what we've gone a step further in Stanbic IBTC to look at what are the things that you need. You're just not needing an ordinary POS terminal in your location. So we've come to develop a POS called the Gateway POS. And what does this do? This allows you multiple options on your POS. That is, you can collect through using your card. Maybe your customers using their cards to make payment. On the same POS terminal, you can actually use your USSD. Somebody who doesn't have a card, I know he says I have a USSD. You can actually use that on your POS terminal. Also, on the same POS terminal, you can use your QR code. That is, you just log into a mobile app, into any bank's mobile app, and you're able to scan the QR code on the POS terminal. All these are available on our POS terminal. Also, what we've also developed again is such that rather than displaying your account number every time somebody wants to make transfer into your account, you can actually make payments through what we call pay with transfer on POS. All these are available on our POS terminal. And just like Onyeka said, we don't want to grieve for anybody. So anybody who comes and says, look, I don't have a card, of course, you must have an account. You can do transfer. You should have a mobile app whereby you can log in and make payment. And our system is such that you can go to the back end and do your reconciliation appropriately, and then everything tallies, and at the end of the day, you do your end of day and you close for the day. Another option that we have is what we call the NQR. If you look at my screen, you will see the QR code that is displayed there. The good thing about this is that it is interoperable. What do I mean by that? It allows you to receive money from any bank's account holder. So not necessarily only in Stanbic IBTC Bank, you can actually receive funds from somebody who has a mobile app. So how does this work? This allows you to make payment by logging on into your mobile app of any bank. So for instance, you have a mobile app that of ABC Bank. You can actually log into that platform, scan, pay with, maybe click on the pay with scan. You click on that. It displays the merchant's details, and then you input the amount. And with that, you are able to, with the click of the button, you are able to make your payment. And of course, the transaction goes through. What are the benefits of this? It doesn't take space. You don't need electricity for this. You don't need diesel for this. What you just need is that paper that you're seeing, is that decal that you're seeing in front of you. You just scan it and you get a payment concluded immediately. This is very simple for you to get onboarded on, and it's very, very valuable because anybody can make payment. It has cheaper rates of charges in terms of the merchant service charge. It has zero chargeback. What it means is that there's little or no dispute on this very particular platform. So it's either it goes through or it doesn't go through. Very efficient, very, very powerful tool for you to have in your store. The third one I'll be talking about is the virtual account service. What do we mean by the virtual account service? And this is actually a product that is designed for customers or who have multiple channels of receiving money. So for instance, you have maybe 100 people who pay you at different times. You can actually allocate virtual accounts or virtual IDs to these customers, to each of them. So what it means is that they have unique numbers that they are paying into. So rather than plugging your main account with the payments that are coming in, they will just pay into that particular virtual account that has been allocated to them, and they are able, and it aggregates into your own main account at the end of the day. What does this do for you? It allows you to reconcile your accounts appropriately. So you're not just looking for who made payment or not, but because you've allocated these virtual accounts to these customers, you are able to know who has paid. Reconciliation is actually very easy. Today, we have quite a number of SMEs. We have quite a number of business customers who are on this platform, and it's been very seamless. It allows you to increase your collections, and it's always on. Anytime, any day, payments can actually be made. And you don't run the risk of probably exposing your account number to a lot of people. This one allows you to just allocate virtual accounts to all your customers, and they just make payments. And you, at the end of the day, you will be able to reconcile that. It is instant, and it hits your account immediately. Transaction is done. I will be talking about the pay by link, and this is actually designed for our social media sellers. For instance, you do business on the phone, you do business on WhatsApp, you do business on Instagram or any other social media. This allows you to customize your link that you can send to your customer, to your customers to make payment. So rather than sharing your account number with them, and you'll be able to, it is already customized with the amount that you want to be. So you can actually generate that link, share it with your customer on social media. And what your customer needs to do is just to click that link and make payments. It just authorizes that payment, maybe using his card or maybe your USSD code, or maybe making a transfer. This is actually very seamless. So for you that you don't have a website, maybe you don't have a website where you need to plug in a payment gateway, a pay by link will be very, very good for you, and you'll be able to make your payments seamlessly. Social media sellers, social media businesses, this is just the right channel for you or the right solution for you to collect your payment seamlessly.
Awesome.
The last one I'll be talking about is the MPGS. We have the payment gateway, and this is actually designed for everyone that have a website. Maybe you do your business through the website. We can plug in a gateway, payment gateway, for you to receive payments by using the cards, pay with transfer, QR code, and then also USSD. My colleague Christian mentioned when he was talking about Stanbic Holdings, we have a new baby in the house, which is the SES payment. SES payment allows us, is a fintech, is a Stanbic IBTC owned fintech. And it allows us to be able to, co-create with you, and then we'll be able to design products that suit your businesses. Thank you very much. And I really appreciate this opportunity to share our channels and our collection channels with you. Thank you so much, Onyeka, and thanks everyone for listening.
Thank you so much, Timi. Thank you. That was really insightful. I bet a lot of you did not know that you had all these options for your businesses. I mean, POS is not the only payment option that you have. There's NQR, there's Pay by Link, there's virtual account service that you can fund. It's the accounts that you give your customers, and they will be able to fund your account if you don't want to be sending out your account number anyhow. So there's so many options for you. And like I said, we're not going to let our customers go. We must convert. The economy is not smiling, so we to say we're not smiling for our customers. So thank you so much, Timi. Thank you so much. I think now we can go on to our Q&A session, but a bit fast spent on time. So if you have any questions, you can just type your question in the chat box, and I'll take it up from there. So we have a few questions in the chat box. So I'll just read it out so that people can answer. So I have one for Modupe. Hi, Modupe, are you on the call?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So someone is asking, although this person did not specify whether he's a business or a personal account, but the person is asking, please, how can a civil servant get loan with low level of interest? Person did not specify business or personal, so.
And we don't know if they're women or men. Well, I mean, I think we started off by saying that, interest rate is usually pegged, I mean, our loans are usually pegged against the interest rates. We had an increase, as we all heard yesterday, that moved 400 basis points. But again, just like I think it was Patience that said earlier, all businesses are different. So it'll be good to understand this, the kind of sector these clients are. There are also some sectors today that, based on emphasis to want to grow, like renewable energy, agri, manufacturing. There sometimes you can get maybe funds, cheaper cost of funds. But just to be specific, to want to address this particular client, it will help for him to drop us his details. Let's sit down, understand your business and your plans, and I think we will be able to solution for you that will suit, what it is that you want to achieve.
Okay, thank you, Modupe. It's a good thing you mentioned sector, because this next question, the person was very specific. The person said, good day, please. Is there any provision or window for a farmer to access loan with low interest in Stanbic IBTC? And what is the procedure?
So I think it's similar. I mean, when we say low, it can be relative, but I think, one of the things we do is we do business the right way. So your loan would always start at that, but there's also cost of funds, just like cost of doing business, just like, these are also costs that we incur. So yes, in the agri space, we do finance agri business. But again, it would be important because agribusiness is quite wide. Is this person, are they planting? Are they processing? What is it, in that, spectrum that they're doing? And I think once we understand that, we can always advise what is the best way to approach this, keeping costs as minimal as possible.
Thank you. Thank you, Modupe. So someone is also asking, but this person is coming from an IT. I hear agribusiness, I hear oil and gas, energy and infrastructure. But what about IT? So this person is asking, I have a business account with Stanbic IBTC, but he needs a business loan to expand business, even Easy Cash. I think the customer is aware of Easy Cash. So I'm an IT professional and I do tech business. That is sale of mobile, PC, and small gadgets. How can you advise this person?
Okay, so I'm glad the customer already knows about our Easy Cash, but just to mention again, Easy Cash is anybody can get pre-qualified for Easy Cash, but the one primary thing you need to do is use your account. Be consistent with the way you transact with your account, and then eligibility would usually follow through. But again, IT business, of course, this is an area, a sector that is also a critical sector focus area for us. You want to buy equipment, gadgets. Where are you sourcing this equipment from? Are they locally sourced? Are you going to be importing? So again, a lot of questions come into play, and you want to understand the dynamics of the business. Like I mentioned earlier, I think we pride ourselves in taking each business one by one and dimensioning it and solution. So we're not going to just give you generic products. Come and get a loan, come and get a term loan. What are you trying to achieve? And how do we need to sit down with you, understand those business dynamics and the intricacies of your business, and then see how we can solution. So again, I would ask this client to please send us an email using the SME Collab email address. Once we sit down, we understand what it is that you're trying to achieve, where you're sourcing those goods from, then it will then help to, advise how we can partner in terms of helping you to fund the business.
Okay, thank you so much, Modupe. I have another question from Hussein. Is he or she, I can't really tell if it's a male or a female, is asking, how can a small business owner access loan with no collateral?
So yes, again, this is another key area that we've been working on and today exists. We have some solutions today that collaterals are not required. Also today for, customers that are also dealing with large counterparts, the likes of your multinational chevrons, and you've done some kind of job for them, we can invoice your discount. We can discount your invoices, apologies. So let's understand what it is that you're trying to do. And then again, if you notice, I'm being careful. We don't sell products in Stanbic IBTC. We sell solutions. And for us to give you solutions, we need to know what the problem statement is. And that's why you're not going to get me here to just say, hey, come and get this, come and get that. Use the email address. Please engage us. Let's sit down with you. We'll have our experts, relationship managers, business bankers engage you. And once we understand the dynamics of your business, we are then able to sit down and offer solutions that will work and address what it is that you're trying to achieve.
Thank you so much, Modupe. Just to reiterate that if you need further information or inquiries, you can send an email to smecollab@stanbicibtc.com. That is SMECOLLAB@stanbicibtc.com, or you can call 0700 333 3333. That's 0700 7 threes. Thank you.
I know that's a mouthful.
Yes, that is a mouthful. We have a question for you as well. Sunday is asking, how can I get a loan to finance my business at 1-digit rate of interest? So are there 1-digit interest rates?
Sundays, unless it's dollars, and I don't even know how your business can cushion a dollar loan. We're regulated business, and like I said, we always peg interest rates. We always peg our loan rates to that of the interest rates. And as it was announced yesterday, interest rates now stands at 22.75%. That's where we are. And that's why, for us, it's not just pushing loans to the customer. What are other ways we can advise you, such that, your business can weather this tough season? So let's have a chat Sunday. Give us a ring or send us an email. We'll sit down, understand your business, and then we'll see, how we can partner together.
Okay, so we just have one more question for you before we move on to Virginia. So this is from Elizabeth. She says, I am in the fashion industry. I run a business in Lagos. Apologies for the network interruption earlier. Regarding Blue Blossom for Women program, could you please repeat the benefits as I missed them? I'm particularly interested in understanding its advantages. And she also asked a question on Fuse Festival regarding criteria for exhibition, whether you need to have a business account to qualify.
Yeah, I'll take the later one. Yes, you do. It is important that you do have a banking relationship with Stanbic IBTC. The Fuse event is annual, and God willing, we should host the next one later in the year in December. Usually the call to market starts coming out sometime in September, October. So just be on the lookout and, if you want to be a part of that. Around the Blue Blossom, to be quite honest, we don't have enough time, but, drop us your details and we can help you around that. Have an account with Stanbic. At the point of account opening, that's usually where, you can start selecting. But the minimum criteria is that for a registered business, the woman needs to have at minimum 50% shareholding of the business. So it should be 50% owned by a woman, and then you qualify. And in terms of the offering, the one that I know would appeal to you right now is that you pay 0 CAMS fee, and then there are concessions on interest rates. So yes, as well as other sweeteners that come with it. So drop us an email and we would then share all the details. There's also the Go Bloom community. I'm sorry, Onyeka, I know I'm taking your time, but we've created a community where we are now on that platform, women, that own business and don't even own business or aspiring to own business are in that community. So it's a platform for women to network, learn from each other, and then just share tips and grow together. So, it's also one of those benefits that you would enjoy once you open a Blue Blossom account with us, being a part of the Go Bloom women community. So looking forward to getting that email and onboarding you so that you can start enjoying the benefits from day one. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Modupe. And we just have one more question for you before you go off. The question is, how can a cooperative society apply for a loan?
Again, I think it's the same, but just to say, yes, we do have cooperatives in that we support, and we also give, loans to. So let's understand the structure of your cooperative. What do your cooperative do? In what sector do you play? And then what is the essence of this loan? Is the loan going to the cooperative itself, or is the loan going to members of the cooperative? Once we understand the dynamics, then it then helps, to see what it is that we're going to do. So again, drop us an email and I hope all this, please, everyone that's asked the question, please do drop us an email so we can, take these conversations further and see how we can truly solution for your respective businesses.
Thank you so much, Modupe. Thank you. Remember, you can always drop that email to drop is SME Collab at stanbicibtc.com. That is SMECOLLAB at stanbicibtc.com. So Timmy, are you on the call? We have a question for you. Hello, Timmy.
I'm
Hi.
on the call there, Onyeka.
Yes.
Hi.
Yeah. So we have a question. Someone said, please, the POS, do we need to pay a fee for it or is it free?
Okay, our POS is actually free. You don't have to pay for it. What you just need to do is just to apply, and we issue it for free for you. It's actually free. You don't pay. Apart from not paying, let me tell you other benefits that you get. We supply you the papers. We give you the data that you use to be able to run those terminals. So all those expenses are on us. We bear that as a bank. Yeah.
Okay. We also have another question. Do we get rewarded when we use our Stanbic IBTC POS for payment collection?
Absolutely, absolutely. One of the rewards that you get is that, of course, it allows you to be able to run your turnover on your account. It allows you to, you get inflows into your account and you'll be able to spend it. That's one. Number two is that we have what we call the Reward Plus a program that allows us to advertise you. We advertise you, but we we go into partnership with you. And on every of our platform, on our website, your name will come up as we advertise your business. And those are part of the advantages of using our POS very well, because when you do that, we will partner with you. We'll sign an agreement with you. Probably you give a discount. So everyone that comes to use our card or our card on those terminals, they enjoy particular discounts from you. That's number one. Number two is that the advantage is that we will advertise you on all our platforms, on our social media platform. Anytime we're talking about the Reward Plus, we advertise you. Your business is being mentioned, and of course, it allows you to, get that reach that we're talking about. Beyond that, also, we have seasonal promos that we do. Right now, I think we did one during the Valentine. Oyeka, I'm sure you're aware of that. We did a Valentine promo whereby we rewarded the sales reps or the people that are on the cashier till. We're going to be rewarding them with gifts. We're going to be rewarding them with airtime values that is very, very substantial. And those are part of the things that you enjoy from Stanbic IBTC Bank. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Timmy. We have a question for Virginia. Hi, Virginia. Are you on the call?
Hi, yes, I am.
Yes, someone is asking, how long does it take to migrate from the old Enterprise Online platform to the new Enterprise Online platform?
Okay, so it's still the same username and password. You don't have to get migrated or anything. Just log in with your username and password and you're in. If you're having issues, please do let us know. But it's the same username, the same password that used to access the Enterprise Online banking platform, the old one, the new one, and the mobile app.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Virginia. Sorry, back to you, Timmy. We have another question for you from the chat room. Someone is asking, what are the procedures required to register for a POS?
Okay. Number one is that you must have an account with us. If you have an account with us, a business account, you fill the form, and I think that's basically it. You fill the form, and then we do an assessment of your business, the kind of business that you do, and then we issue you the POS terminal. Our turnaround time is, if you're in Lagos within 48 hours, you should be able to get a terminal after you've requested. And if you are outside Lagos, we give 5 working days just for logistics and other profiling of the terminal. But as a business, if you have an account with us, you are entitled, you can apply for this and we'll give it to you free of charge.
Thank you so much, Simi. Someone else is asking, can I apply online?
Yes, we have a quick link online where you can actually indicate that you want to. But because of the nature of business, business accounts, because you have a situation whereby you have more than one signatory to an account. So a form will be sent to you where you will fill, and then you can attach it back. You can send it back to us, and then with that, we'll be able to profile you on the platform. But we have a presence online whereby you can actually indicate your interest to want to own a terminal, a POS terminal from us. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Timmy. Is Mr. Jonathan on the call? Mr. Jonathan? Hi, Mr. Jonathan, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay, just want to circle back to the question asked
Yeah.
earlier on how you can thrive in a difficult economy in terms of those amenities that are not readily available for your business. So how do you thrive? I think that question was asked by Ife earlier at during multiple sessions. So let's just quickly run through that.
Okay. So I think I can take the question from two perspectives. So one could be broadly around where the cost of basic infrastructures to support business might be quite high. Then there's also another one around really just a very tough economic climate, which I think I sort of spoke to in my presentation. So I'll touch on it from those two perspectives. So what I'd say directly to where infrastructure might be a bit tough is really to leverage technology. I think that's the way to look at it. If it is anything that technology can do for you, right? Why not take advantage of that? So that's something I'll say from your operations to your marketing, your customer service. I think you can leverage technology. Another model that also works in times like this as well too is sharing, co-sharing as well too with a couple of businesses. So I had the opportunity to have been to Kano just last month. And one of the practices I saw with those in manufacturing is you have a manufacturing plant, they were manufacturing rice, and then 5 different manufacturers were using the same equipment on different days. So they scheduled the operations as such that they all financed it together and they all spread the cost among themselves. So one group manufactures on a Monday, another group manufactures on a Tuesday, another group on a Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So they all finance the cost together and they're all sharing in the associated running expenses. So this might be a time to also leverage things like that, right? So we call it being secular. So just sharing things. You don't necessarily have to own a lot of things. Why not explore leasing where you can? Why not explore rentals when you can, right? Just a way to sort of minimize your general operating costs. I think that would be what I'll say. But I think what really stands out in a time like this is to see how technology, because technology can allow you scale and also reduce associated costs with it. So I think leverage technology and also go secular, share things, list things, collaborate, and I think that's the way to deal with that.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Jonathan. We'll just quickly go to Modupe. I think we have just one more question because our time is fast spent. Modupe, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay, someone is asking if they can convert their pension account to a business account since they have left the company they were working with.
Pensions account.
Yes.
Okay, so the pension account, is different. That's where, gratuities or your pension benefits has been paid. So, and if you know, we're regulated by different businesses. Pencom regulates the pension business, and then central bank regulates the bank business. So there are two different things clearly. So it will be good to talk to this customer to understand, what it is that they're trying to achieve. In terms of, but if the other question was, can I convert an existing account if I meet the criteria for a Blue Blossom? That is yes, that can happen. But for pension and bank, separate businesses, but it'll be good to understand where the customer is coming from, so that, with that clarity, I think we can give better guidance.
Thank you so much, Modupe. So I understand the difference between the pension business and the bank as a business. But now coming to the bank, is it possible to change your personal account to a business account if you have one?
So the nature of, if we look at it in terms of the entity, is different. If you have a personal account, yes, it's personal. If you have a personal account and you want to run that account for business and have not registered a business, then yes, we can do that, but you would need to give us your TIN, your tax identification number. That is what regulation says today. If you want to run an account in your personal capacity for business purposes. But of course, like it was earlier recommended when Jonathan was talking, what we would prescribe is that register, formalize your business. Formalize your business, because when intervention funds perhaps happen or there are other initiatives come, those are the customers, that we'll be looking at in terms of supporting, and not individuals, because these businesses or in this bucket of individuals have started putting the building blocks in place, and structures in their businesses to help them, become more formal. And that's usually, the customers you're looking at when things or solutions or grants or aids like this happen. So, I mean, for me, I would, of that school of thought, and I will prescribe to say that, yes, we can, you can have a banking relationship with us where you're using your personal account to do business, but you must have a TIN in addition to every other credentials that will be required. But our number one recommendation is formalize your business and register your business with us, and then register that business with us, not in the personal capacity. I hope I didn't convince you, but
Yes.
I didn't confuse, but convince you rather.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much, Modupe. Our time is fast spent. Remember, you can always, for more information, or if you have questions, inquiries, you can send an email to smecollab@stambicibtc.com. That is smecollab@stambicibtc.com, or you could call 0700-333-3333. That's 0700-7 3s. Thank you so much, everyone. We've come to the end of today's session. We're over time at this moment, so we've come to the end of today's session. For more questions, like I said, you can always send an email to smecollab@stambicibtc.com or call 0700-333-3333. That's 0700-333-3333. That's 7 3s. I hope today's session has been as impactful for you as it has been for me. Thank you, everyone, once again for joining. Do enjoy the rest of your day.